Hey, hey, happy Friday. Today is December 3rd, and I wanted to show you guys, I wanted to give you an update on some things, show you some decals I got from Pato, and also show you a little thing that I'm trying to do to improve the finishing touches on this 2012 Ryan Blaney number 36 seal wrap. So, this car comes with all these decals here, but I didn't do a good job of pre-painting the roof lined black. So when I laid this over top, there was a little bit of a gap, right? And some of the yellow shone through, as you can see here on this side, right? If you can see that there. See the yellow there? And I'm just trying to tighten this up, right? This car is pretty much done. But I've got a little bit of yellow obviously right here, and then it just kind of, there's just a little bit of a yellow line that kind of runs along here. I took a little bit of paint on my, I'll be honest, this is how I did it, on my X-Acto knife, and I kind of touched it in here, in between these, the little crevices on the metal die-cast roof line here, just to touch those up. And instead of trying to paint all the way across here, what I did was, or what I've done, is I painted this decal. It's a clear decal paper, and I painted it with the gloss black paint pen, which is what I use on the roof line. And what I am going to do is just, now that it's dried, I'm going to cut a strip and lay it across there. And then I'm going to cut a little piece and put right there, which is exactly what I did on this side. You can see I covered it up there with a little piece, and then I have a small strip that runs right along here. And that way it's straight, and I don't run the risk of trying to use a paint pen or even a Sharpie and touch this, which would be a mess, right? So let me show you. And I don't need it obviously to be very thick at all, so I'm just going to cut this super thin. Okay, be that way. Straighten it out here. Let's see if, I might as well cut the whole thing, right? And then I'll cut it to length. So that'll run that way. So I can take off just a little bit on the end there. Doesn't have to be the whole length of this thing. Okay. All right, and then got a little piece already over here from my last one I did. And I'm going to use that for that little extra piece right there. Sometimes it's easier to, well, let's do this. Sometimes it's easier to paint a clear decal than it is to actually paint the car itself, you know. And sometimes it's easier to cut this way with the X-Acto knife than it is to actually use the scissors. Now that my board is stained dark, I've got to be careful. I'm just going to cut another piece in case I need it for whatever. A couple other little pieces just in the event that I need to cover something. So just a little trick to try to clean this up. I don't have any decal that will cover this up, so that's just going to have to stay that way. Unless, of course, I wanted to put like a little, make that black, right? I guess I can make that black. I guess I can make that black. Yeah, let's give it a shot. Let's give it a shot. So let's do this. Let's kind of cut this at an angle because it is kind of at an angle. There, where'd you go? When you're working with these really small areas and pieces, you gotta be careful to drop them. Okay. It's not going to be perfect, but it won't be yellow. And hold on a second, I'm going to cut this over here just so I can see a little bit better when I cut it. So yeah, so we'll get those on and we'll see how that turns out. Let that sit for a minute. Let me show you a couple things I've already finished. Here's the number 18 2011 Kyle Busch 50th Xfinity win. Z-Line Designs, or Design Furniture Designs. So, Operation Helmet. Fairly happy with how this turned out. The nose wasn't too bad. I've got a little overlap of some decals where this all comes together here, where the side piece comes in, the nose, and then the headlight. So a little overkill here, but it's not too bad. I'm letting it dry, and once I'm done, I'll be able to, once it's completely dry, I'll be able to start sealing it. Here's my Matt Kenseth GameStop, or 2013 number 18 GameStop Battlefield 4. This is in the sealing stage. Just awesome. Loving this. Thanks so much, Joey. Very happy with how it turned out. It's not perfect, but what an addition just to be able to build this. Our roof lines are turning out pretty nice. So I'm happy with that. Just the fade, right? You got black to the white to the gray, then black again. Just very, it was a very odd paint scheme. And then you got the light to the gray to the black in the center, and then gray and then white. I mean, it's just the variation there. There was no way I was going to be able to replicate that, but Joey built the design, and it's just sweet. So sweet. Let me show you some decals that I got from Mr. Pato. And let's see, come here. Well, I'll just do this here. So let me back this up real quick. So I got some Chase Elliott decals as requested. This is his 2018 Richmond paint scheme. That's the Napa brakes. I had the white background removed, so I'll be able to build that, paint the car white, and should be nice. Now, I had the white background removed on this one, but on this one, I had the blue background removed. And I'll use the Rust-Oleum Deep Blue. That's a good color for the Napa. This is what he drove at Phoenix in the playoffs. And you can see it's the Auto Care Center on the roof there, and of course you've got the green spoiler, the green Monster logo, green lower valence, and so that should be an interesting car to make. It's not going to be easy for sure, but yeah, a couple Chase Elliott cars is requested. And then I have a 2021 Kaz Grala Godel, number 16. And here I had the blue background removed, and I'm going to use, I think my color is the high performance blue, a high performance enamel Rust-Oleum blue for this. And yeah, Chevy Cup Series car. Kaz didn't drive too many races, so this should be a really marketable car, requested by one of you all. So yep, it's here. And then I've got a couple Michael Annett cars. So this is the one he drove at Michigan in 2018. And it's got a black background. This is the TMC one, so it's all kind of a gloss black Xfinity car. So that'll be nice. And then John had asked for this one, and he wanted it. This is a 2018 Michael Annett, but instead of being black, which is what it's normally, he wanted a highly customized, I say highly customized, but he wants the metallic blue, that colored chrome, blue chrome color, and he wants to do it special with that background with white rims. And so yeah, I'll build that for him, and that'll be a kind of a one-of-a-kind piece for him. And then William, your 2012 Keselowski decals came in, his championship year. So I'll build this on the Charger body that you sent me. And so, yeah, it's really kind of cool how this Miller Lite kind of flows into the bottle or the glass, right? It's just cool. It's a pretty cool design. But I'll be able to build that for you now. So those are the decals that came in, and I'll be able to build here in the coming months. So, all right, let's finish this. Put these on. It's probably plenty ready to go. So let's start with this piece here. Oops. Not that one. That one's already breaking up on me. Set that aside. Let's use a different one. Okay. Put that right there in the front. Like so. Again, I'm just trying to cover up that yellow. Make it look as uniform as possible. Like I said, much easier doing it this way than actually trying to get in there and painting that with a brush or anything really. Where are you at? There you go. So yeah, it's going to look thicker than normal. But that's just the compensation for this decal not being sufficient enough, honestly. Yeah, and I mean, if you turn it, you can see a little yellow back here, right? A little bit of yellow showing through here is, I'm just not going to be able to get all of it, but get everything that I can. Let's see if I can piece that puppy in there. Okay, let's see if I can get these little sides here. I don't know. Not sure how this is going to look. Let's come on up there a little bit. Not the best, but it's not yellow. Let's try this side. Okay, this is a little thicker. Yeah. And that's that. Just a little touch up, little cleanup, so to say, to try to make this look as best as it possibly can without that yellow shining through. So, like I said, you can either pre-paint black, or you can do what I just did to try to cover that stuff up. So, gotta pull this down a little bit. Looks like. Okay, guys, we'll let that dry. What I've got going is, let's see, next things I'm going to build. I'm finishing up that 2014 Matt Kenseth Shadow of Mordor. I've got another Smirnoff Ice promo show car I'm going to build. So, Andy, if you watch this before the auction ends tonight, fret not, I've got one for you if you're interested. So no need to go too crazy on that auction. Gonna build this William Byron LU 2016 truck, and then I've got these Noah Gregson beard oil 62 to build here. That Chevy Camaro background, and then I've got another Grave Digger. I had a request for one of these recently as well, so I'll probably have to order some decals to build this in the near future, because this is a popular car, an awesome paint scheme, and one that doesn't look like Lionel's going to make in 164. So there you go. I can do that for you. And then the last thing, what I'm going to, and I haven't started it yet other than doing this, right? I've got this 2006 Bristol Win Matt Kenseth, doing it in gold. And so I just got to put that together. That's another one I've got to decal. So I got 4 here ready to decal. And so yeah, I got plenty of decaling work to do. And then I finished this. I may have showed this to you guys, but this is the Matt Kenseth Dollar General All Lives Matter. Also combined with the Credit One, so I've got that sealed up, and I'm getting ready. My next step is to put it in the case, and then I'll probably put 1 coat of the X22, maybe 2 coats of the X22 on it, and that'll be that. So very happy how this turned out. It's kind of got that Dollar General, sun yellow color to it, and Credit One kind of sides here. So just playing around with it, thanks to the cool designs from Joey on that. All right, guys, that's it for today. Hope you have a great weekend and enjoy building the customs, if that's your thing, or just enjoying, these that I'm building and seeing how I go about doing it. So, all right, guys, God bless, and we'll talk to you soon.